this in the dark. There's a fly on my laptop screen. Yeah, that's how we're starting this. And a happy coffee day, National Coffee Day. That's a fine elixir. I'm going to be honest with you. I recorded a whole hour already. And fortuitously, I happened to start listening to it, which I normally don't do. I try to record it and just send it out. Which might be the worst idea anyone's ever come up with. But hey, but I didn't like it. I don't know why. I don't know why. How do you get a sense of what creates the sense that someone can have of not liking someone that we can? Like, what is that sense? You know, how does the input, like the show, how does it then hit something somewhere and it sends this signal going, that's the exact sound it makes. It's fascinating, right? I'm sure this has all been mapped out. Hey, folks. Hey there. Scrumptious ones. Hi. Yeah, I didn't like the hour I did. So we're doing another one. Jumping right on in there. You know? Switch it up. Or you can call it persistence. And in the face of none too many people being retained since the first episode of this. Look, I'm on some meds. And I'm on some meds. And I just forgot where the hell I was going with it. So... What? Tick it, down, down, tick it, down, down. What the hell? Oh, yeah, starting over again? Yeah. Hitting you with a new hour? Hell yeah. Uh, Hopefully this will be a improvement upon what I had previously recorded. And what did I say? We can call it persistence in the face of, right, a dwindling listenership, which is all good. But we could call it, with the theme of this episode, we could call it a failure. I know. Believe you me. We live in the day and age where we don't like to say the word failure. We don't like to call people failures, right? Everything is nerfed. Everybody gets a trophy. And we keep ticking along. So I understand the dinosaur before you that is roaring this antiquated notion called failure. But let me tell you, if you have failed, you know it in the same way that in the same way you know when something just doesn't, it comes in, it hits like a couple like areas in your stomach, like a pinball machine, you know? Is that an obvious reference? I don't give a shit. Feels good. And then throws that signal out that goes, You thought I forgot the noise. Mm-mm, not this guy. This guy trademarks his noises. Ooh. Now, there's a specific type of success that is really failure, and that's the success. It's something that I've been tricking myself for many a year. And I'm sure if we've ever talked about like what's like about making stuff, man, what's about like the whole thing, man. Um, and I'd always say the success is in the completing it, right? Because there's so many people that that don't even get to the starting stage and they live there. And that's not a baseline you even want to fuck with, right? Like, okay, even those people. Let's talk about the people who do start things. Let's start there, right? And I'm sorry if you have created something, if you have put yourself out there in somewhere, whatever the case, and uh, um, and things haven't been, and things. No, you know what? Mentira. I say something, I say it wrong. It's damn. It's that notion. It's that the completing is the success, and it's just it. I know you have to get into defining what success is. I know. I just don't. I didn't want to, conflate the two, but okay. I'll put it to you this way. Here we go. Here we go. Because I don't want to take shots at anything or anyone. Like I want something that I can own here, and that is definitely the first album I ever made. That we ever made was like 2004. I uh, got the album together. I got the band together. We rehearsed together. We have like a show that we're about to do, and I um something didn't feel right, and I kind of broke up the band before we even played one show. Now, did my nose just go? "Huh?" Did my nose sound like a haunted house door? It's crazy. Now, did I fail? I had artwork made. I had flyers made with specific artwork. I again got the album made. We, like was able to like put like some guys together some from the who recorded on the record and others and which was trying like to figure out how to work some of this shit out and all of that are successes, right? But the failure is that I didn't make it to the stage with these guys. So I can go, man, I succeeded in so many ways, but it doesn't, that success, this, I, the success would have been a little sweeter if we would have played on stage. That's why I don't think the kind of success of just getting it to a certain place, like oh you made the CDs and the artwork, oh you guys rehearsed in a safe space, now you're gonna enter the world where it's dangerous and things don't go as planned and you don't what the fuck and uncertainty and do we sound like the band that we should sound like? I don't know these songs or this they don't know all these things like though that stuff probably wouldn't have mattered if I didn't collapse underneath the weight of my own anxieties. Because I mean, rationalize it all you want. I pussied out, really. You know, I think my ego at the time was like telling me it's a hard thing, Travis, to deliver this kind of news to everyone, and like made it like you're actually a real true success by just owning the situation and blah blah blah. And it's like, owning the situation would have been playing on stage, at least once. That would have been the thing. So that I think we all can agree, no matter how quote unquote successful you could frame a great deal of what I was doing, in the end I failed. I failed the guys, I failed the opportunity, and and I failed, I guess, being real with myself. I I don't even think at the time I even said like, "Oh my God, I'm scared to death" or whatever. I don't know. But so so we can't agree, right? I don't know if it's binary. It might be binary, success failure, because it still stings that we didn't do the show. So that failure outweighed all those successes, like all those mini successes. Just getting songs like recorded, just that part of things. All those mini successes, the mixing, the mastering, all the effects, everything, all these things that we did. So many successes, right? So many things we were just like, yeah, 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 fuck yeah. Fuck anyone if they don't fucking like this shit. This shit is fucking awesome. It all gets trumped because, yeah, all right. I don't have to belabor the point because it makes me feel sad. But, man, I lost my train of thought. Well, I guess that brings us to the career portion of this topic. In terms of what I think is a successful career, is one that I've already had, which started when I was 12 years old. And I would hang out in this deli, this New York style Puerto Rican deli, Boar's Head products, homemade stuff. Oh, I would hang out there all day and like have like two full meals. And they had like a little corner with a little chair, and I just post up. I'm 12 years old, and then they put me to work, answering phones and running the register. Really, unless someone was getting beer or wine, and then I couldn't do it. They were good about that, and I worked on and off at this deli for 20 years. Yeah. And other than like one time when I was like, I need more money, and they're like, we don't have no money, and I'm like, I don't know. That's really the only dust up we ever had in those 20 years. Um, I was yelled at early on that I left my post at the counter and went to get a newspaper because they always like having the newspaper. Um, and but while I left, customers showed up, and boss man was like, "Don't do that." He did a little, not too louder, but I remember that was seared in me, and I don't think he ever had a negative anything to say to me in the 20 years that I worked for him, with him. Um, yeah, and it was tremendous watching generations coming through the door, and everybody loved our food, so it's like quality was great. Nobody like complained. We had creativity. We had, freedom to create things if we wanted to. Like it was kind of the perfect job, and you're behind a counter, so you kind of have this like magic, make believe fourth wall, imaginary fourth wall, like all fourth walls. All fourth walls are make believe, Travis. Hence the damn. And so it was this kind of thing where we kind of performed too and shit, and we were always a hoot. When hoots were had, back when hoots were had. Oh, poor Johnny. A um and yeah, I became a man there. So that was significant. That was a significant success. No failures there. Now, that in terms of failure in the last 10 years or so is more of a gray area that we should we should figure out together. Can we? You, I, and Holy Spirit. Oh, can we talk about not not can we talk about how I don't take rejection well. I fail time and time again. I'm too sensitive. I have I don't have the thick skin. I don't have the right mind to rationalize things in a healthy way. I'm terrible. I'm a child. I tell you. I so so it's twofold, right? It's me self. What's the word? You guys know it. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's my meds. Swear to God, my meds don't allow me words anymore. But they allow peace in my heart and my mind. Um, Shit. Self-destructive. God. My own wanton ways. It's yeah, half my own self-sabotage. There it is. I always get the second one. See, self-destructive. It's like I think it was last episode, right? I was having some coffee, which, by the way, I think it was just soap, and because nothing appeared at the bottom of the cup other than some grains from the bean. Um, I said, I said that the thing dissipated in the cup of coffee. Whatever had fallen in dissipated, and like 12 hours later, I'm going dissolved. was dissolved. It was dissolved, and it probably came to me while I was watching the Dama Ministers, um, which that'll not leave you anytime soon. So watch that at your own risk. And if you are just cool after it, then you should be on a list. So half is me poorly reacting to uh, professional situations, or which definitely cost me work. So I am failing at that end. That's an area of improvement. Uh, and the other side of it is just dumb fucked luck, man. Of just not or not fucked luck. That takes away from anybody who would be up for the same like gigs as I am or whatnot. Everybody's on the hustle. I didn't care for the way I said on the hustle. I wasn't anticipating it, and then I saw that I was going for it, and when I let it go, I was like, "You're gonna sound way more Caucasian than the word ever needed. Own it." But so yeah, so but there's also yeah, I mean, there's an I'm not what they're looking for aspect to things that right now is I'm just not in season. Just not in season. And so when you take your self sabotaging ways and then you take the the part that I am flavorless to those who are, I know I'm talking syllable by syllable, those who are in charge of the work opportunity. Yeah, I'm I'm keeping everything vague because it's kind of fun for me. It's kind of like how do I, it's like learning pronoun shit, right? You got to get the pronouns down, and some of them come out wonky in the ways of a sentence structure, but everything comes with a little elbow grease that you gotta put in there, a little sweat equity, so everybody's cool. Um, don't bother me none. So so my career of the last 10 years, I wouldn't I there have been some great successes, but I feel like I certainly have failed more than I have succeeded. Which hopefully, like, how do I spin that? Right? Do I go? Hopefully, I have much more failures because of taking more chances. But is that just my ego trying to protect me from really feeling the weight of of the failure, at least failure that I'm living right now, you know, uh, which is fine, fine. Not fine like I welcome more of it. Fine and hopefully accepting, going, okay, dude, you could suck and you can this, you can that. So what can you do? And hopefully I'm doing what I can do. Um, uh, and hopefully I'm honoring those who um, are sticking their necks out for me these days and putting an old man to work. Uh, I mean, that's career. What else do you want to talk? You want to talk like artistically? You want to talk artistically or creatively? What's the better? What's the better thing? Let's talk artistically. Let's talk creatively. I think creatively wins. I think something with the consonants. Listen, creatively, same argument. I have taken. If I start a screenplay, I end the screenplay. If I start an episode of Terror on the Air, it'll be. It may even take 3 years, but it happens. And with records too. I start one and sometimes another one starts too, and I follow those through. Pero, that's good. Last time I said that, I roll my R's too much. I overcompensate for my Caucasianality. What was it talking about? Oh, music. Yeah, music. Yeah. Man, I have been hella blessed for the people who genuinely like get a kick out of what I do. You don't have to fucking like it, but get a kick out of it. And to those who actually like it, I have my heart's a refrigerator, and I have their notes posted right on it, on the freezer pot, and freezer door, and Dahmer, but I go, well, what is my motivation to even do these records and shit? And really, it's because I can do it, and I've been doing it for just a long time, and it's just something that I do at this point. So, am I a failure that more people haven't heard my shit? Am I a failure that I haven't gone up on stage nearly enough? Not even. I haven't even started to be even nearly enough. I would have to play at least a dozen times before that's we could start. Hey, he's nearly playing, and I get it. Am I a failure for not doing it? Depends, right? Do I want to do it? It's not my thing. It's never, the performing part's never been my thing. What I can describe it as is if a famous actor hates doing the promo part of a movie that they were just in, right? I just watched one with Christian Bale. He just talked about that when he got into that arena and he was have to say basically the same thing over and over all day long for a weekend, he soon had that nipped in the bud. And for me, playing live is almost like doing those promotional things. It's hey, I'm saying a lot, I know, but I did the thing. I made the thing in my bedroom or walking around my house, and now it's done, and so that's one part, and I want to hear it and know it for the rest of my life, just because it's something we do, right? And we've always done as a people, and especially creative people, which is make a document of it, make a whatever. And then once that part's done, I'm like, well, that's the fuck it. What the fuck more do you want? No, no, no. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get this big block of fucking circuits, right? And you're gonna need a couple of these like cables. You see okay? And you're gonna have to plug that into that, plug that into that. Oh, wait a minute. No, 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 not in your bedroom. No, you're going to have to take all this stuff in your car, take it in your car. You're gonna drive down to wherever the hell this place is, to whoever the hell is running the damn thing, and however you don't know what the stage is like, you don't know what the sound is gonna be like, you don't know, and what's gonna happen is we're gonna fill the place full of people, and then you're going to do the thing you did when you were just walking around your house, like sitting on the edge of your bed. You're going to do that in front of at least 30 people, if you're lucky, right? And you're going to do it till your forehead hurts, and you're going to be our entertainment for the evening. It's a pretty radical jump, man. Like, what the fuck? So I never watched rock stars and stuff like perform and be like, man, I really wish I was on that stage with 80,000 people or whatever. I don't think I've ever had that thought. But who who am I? Who do I need to respect? Do I respect the art and be like, the art needs to be out there because I was just a conduit, right? But that sounds, I mean, ugh. I just got just myself right now. That was yicky just saying that shit. Um, I don't know. I don't. I think it's okay to say I don't know. Well, then it begs the question, Travis, does it hurt that there aren't more people listening to stuff you've done? I go, hurt. I go, yeah, I, there's something about having something that excites you and sharing that, risk sharing that, and having someone else be just as excited about it. Oftentimes, even more, right? Because that's a cool thing to happen. Because you know how you feel when that thing is, when somebody else's thing is given to you, right? And you get turned on by it. Mm. I think if I'm failing at anything, it would be it would be tearing my head out of my ass and slamming it against a fucking microphone on a stage and not give a shit, and well, I'll have to learn some of these songs and shit. But because they're fucking diary entries. They are. I know how that sounds. I don't want to say it. You don't want to hear it, but they are. And so I kind of just write it in, and I go on to the next day, right? So okay. I've yet to sign up to the gym. I know. I spent. I don't have work. I spent $134 on two jogger pants. I have like 12 pairs of black socks. 5 pairs of like a V-neck black. Right. I mean, like what? Like, yeah. If you're gonna go V. I think, right? Jessica Sopoulos. I think he's the one who he laid out the V directive for us men, for life. I bought gloves. I got the whole. It's the gym starter kit, right? Total gym starter kit, $134. Like my money information or whatever, my card information is in this open page in my phone that I just won't pull the trigger on. Just won't do it. So, how do you like that for real time fucking failure? Huh? I can't get my fucking fat fucking ass into a gym. For the fucking life of me, man. Failure alert. Failure, man. I promise you it's going to happen. Maybe it'll happen if someone... Not even going to say it. I'm not going to tell you the address. Not me. Yeah. But maybe if someone did, maybe I'll have someone to be accountable to. Because right now I'm just rationalizing the fuck out of it. Just kind of putting it behind and letting other successes of the day make up for that failure. Now, hold on one sec. Just give me a second. I'm trying to... There we go. Okay. So how do you like that, right? That's the hardest one, right? The gym one? The gym one. Son of a bitch. I was visualizing. I mean, the Aldi order that I composed is like old school Travis gym stuff, without the Molly. Aldi Molly. That'd be cool. I trusted then. But I wouldn't touch anything today. Anything. Get it away. You're taking your life into a cartel's hands. Jeez. Getting any of that stuff, you guys. I know. Did I talk about it in the last? I talked about it in the last one, man. Just keep the powder stuff away from you. Just don't until you get the okay. Oof. Anyway, let me take a hit. I know it sounds like I'm running out of steam. I did do an hour before this, so let's be fair. Right? What else? Relationships. I think I failed at all of them. Romantic relationships. I think I failed at all of them. And clearly, my darling wife, clearly she would have left me already if I had such glaring, failings. I don't know. I fail all the time in marriage. I fail all the time. Fortunately, my wife's perception is much different than mine, and she can see the person that's trying, whereas I see the person that's failing. It's nothing to disrupt a marriage or anything. I think to a certain extent, I think the failing's healthy, right? Because you're getting to failure's like one of those. Remember those? Is there like a golf ball inside of those things your like grandfather had on his dashboard and had the north southwest the compass in it or whatever. I think failure can be that, right? Whereas success, you kind of can't point to where all the places you went right, but in failure you can kind of there's more. I don't know. Does that make any sense? Does it make sense that there's a cliche, right? That you learn more from your mistakes than you ever could from your successes. It's bullshit. I think. I don't know. There's a lot of knowledge in success. There's a lot of desperate souls in fucking failure. I stopped being in romantic I stopped being like I had a fucking choice. You're a joke, Trav. Eat a dick and have some coffee. Happy National Coffee Day. What the shit? What the shit? What the shit was I just saying? Um. Oh. Yeah. Right. Like I had a choice. Yeah. No, but in my mind, at a certain point, it was a choice. I was like, I'm just. This isn't. Why keep really doing the thing you're failing at? At some point, I think taking the fail is your success for sure. What is it? Not winning for losing, or but these aren't radical notions. So I don't want to talk. I don't want to sound like these are radical notions, but I want it to be a little bit more of a dialogue. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I had it all wrong in romance for a while. I had it. Got some good songs out of it. Um, but had some good experiences that way. But mm-mm. No way, man. Yeah, fucking girls could see me a mile a fucking way. They could hear me first, and then see whatever goofy hairstyle I had. At one point, I had the shaved head, which did work for a while, and then where it didn't work was I used to work for a pharmacy, and I would have to go into the fucking hood, and a white dude in a white van with a shaved head, and it says pharmacy on it. I wasn't entirely welcome. Uh, Fortunately, there were some very, very kind people. But I definitely, after taking a couple hard looks on the road, where there's no telling what could have gotten me. I kind of retired the skinhead look. You know. Oh. Because, they don't see the hemp necklace you're wearing, too. It was homemade hemp that my boy would make. That's how, talk about how hippie the fuck we were, right? Like, on our compound, making legit hemp bracelets and necklaces or whatever. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Um, so, yeah, so in terms of marriage, um, I hope that I hope I feel less like a mediocre man. Um, I hope there's like a point where I feel, oh, okay, no, that was right, that was right, that's right, that was right. There's a combination of things, right? The right combination of things. a learning curve for someone as ill-equipped as I am for any relationship. I'm sensing a pattern. Are we sensing a pattern? Oh man, do you hear that? Do you hear the mower guy? Should we just keep going? Like, fuck it? Alright, just let it become white noise, right? Um, and what about friendships? I really didn't learn too much about friendships until late in life. So for me, I failed for a while, and then figured it out, and these days I've been kind of failing a bit just because I'm going through my own shit, and it's a little self indulgent, and it's wacky in ways, and I haven't been in a too stable of a mindset to entertain too many things at once, and I'm just kind of introducing a little thing at a time. And definitely the friggin' gym was a little too much for old Travie boy to handle. But driving to Walgreens is good. That's good. We have a good thing. It's a good thing, Travis. Enough of the self-hate talk stuff. What is it? Is that the term? Look. I don't... I kind of like this episode. Let's just go right there, right? It had a little Not bad. Not bad. I felt more assured. Than the hour before this one is like, Jesus Christ. That won't see the light of day. But this, however, even with its awkward pauses, or long, pregnant pauses. Oh, Jesus, Travis. How do you think you are going to survive this life any further than you've already gone? I'm just a mediocre man with a mediocre plan. And this mediocre van. It's my SUV. It's not mediocre. Maybe I'll just do. This was a quick one. Fuck it, right? We got some shit out. I think we had some laughs and whatnot. Yeah. Whoever's still listening, thank you so much. And I don't know if I'm getting any worse or if I'm getting any better. If I was even any good to begin with, that a kind of not good that can't get better. That could be. This might be fucking no go. It might be the failure of 2020. But even though I didn't retain any listenership from the first episode, I'm still having fucking fun doing this shit. And I'm just gonna keep doing it. And I may even do more. I may double down and not make this a weekly thing. Just make it a when the fuck I ever fucking want to do whatever the fuck. How did that sound? Huh? Is that more your speed? Maybe I'll get a little bit more ragey. Maybe some will be mellow and some will be ragey. We're still figuring this fucking thing out. It's 6 episodes in. You're gonna tell me you know anything better than I do about this thing and vice versa and yada yada? Fuck no. So fuck yeah. Thanks for listening. Roig Rage.